Unfortunately for K-State, you ain't got a Shedeur Sanders, my brother, and you most certainly do not got a Travis Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And guess what? Another night, another prime time video. I know why you're here. You know why you're here. The Colorado game against K-State. When I tell you I can't wait for this game, that doesn't do it any justice. I've been looking forward to this game for the past 2 weeks. For those of you who don't know, Colorado had a bye last week. And this is going to be a late kickoff, man. They are not even starting this game until 9:15 Central Time. That means if you're on the East Coast, it starts at 10:15. They're not going to finish till 1 a.m. And you can say whatever you want about Colorado, but there's one thing that holds true ever since Coach Prime has gotten there. They are must-see TV. Coach Prime being involved with the game, it just makes it 3 times more interesting. And some of you may or may not remember this, dating all the way back to the Baylor game. I was extremely critical and harsh on this Colorado football team. I said they were an AAU football team. They were not a serious and real football team and a couple other things, and yeah, I was completely wrong. I've already admitted I was wrong on that, so if you're looking for some apology, this is not that video. Go find that video. I think I uploaded about a week or so ago. Point is, Colorado proved me wrong. It's as simple as that. I was wrong. Colorado and their fan base, they were right. Look, the one thing you need to know about me is when I'm wrong, I have no problem telling you, you know what, I was wrong. I have no problem admitting that whatsoever, but in fairness, I think Colorado's even shocked most people in the college football world and industry. Against UCF in their most recent game, I had them losing. I believe my score prediction was UCF 31, Colorado 28. So I thought it was going to be close. For those of you that don't recall, Colorado was a 15-point underdog, even till this day. I don't know why UCF was favored by 15 points in that game. I thought it was going to be close. However, Colorado just went in there and blew them out of the water. And I don't care how high you were on Colorado, there ain't no way that Colorado was just going to completely blow out UCF. That was the best, and I even tweeted out, I've ever seen this Colorado football team play under Coach Prime. From top to bottom, the offensive line, running backs, linebackers, secondary, quarterback play, wide receiver, everything was clicking and hitting on all cylinders. And the one knock on this Colorado team has obviously been, goes out being said, the defense and the O-line. Well, in that game against UCF, their defense actually looked good. And as crazy as this sounds, the offensive line was right there with them. They were good. Not to take anything away from Colorado, because I'm not trying to do that, UCF isn't all that. In this up-and-coming matchup with K-State, we are really going to find out just how good Colorado is. And even if Colorado goes in there and loses by 3, 7, or 10 points, if they play them hard and play good, you got to respect this team a little bit more. There's not too much more I need to go over with this Colorado football team because we know who they are. One of the best quarterbacks in the nation in Shedeur Sanders, and also one of the best overall players in the nation in Travis Hunter. Also got Jimmy Horn Jr. They got decent running back play. The offense, they're fine. I guess you'd say biggest question mark on offense is the O-line. Can they hold up against K-State? If they can, they're going to score points. If they can't hold up, well, they're going to struggle to score. We saw it against Nebraska. That Nebraska front seven and defensive line ate Colorado's O-line up like it was nothing. They shredded them to pieces, and that's why Colorado struggled. But as the season has progressed, guess what? So is that Colorado offensive line unit. Don't look up now, but they are slowly but surely getting better and better and better every single week. I'm trying not to overreact to that impressive, and I mean really impressive win over UCF, but Colorado's looking good. And believe me when I say this, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. Yes, I'll say it again. Colorado football, not the basketball team, not the baseball team, the football team is looking good. They are sitting at a pretty 4-1. I think if you were to tell a Colorado fan at the beginning of the season, hey, you're going to start out your first 5 games 4-1, they take that. And similar to Colorado, their one loss was also a blowout. They got embarrassed by BYU 38-9. I don't want to call that game an outlier, but that was just one of those games as a K-State fan and K-State player and coach. You just try to overlook and say, you know what, I don't know what happened that night, but that's not us. They couldn't do anything against BYU. It was quite embarrassing. That BYU game was weird. As far as it goes for K-State, I'm not sold on their quarterback, Avery Johnson. He's okay, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't wow me. He doesn't get me hyped and excited to watch him play. He's most certainly not even close to the level of Shedeur Sanders, I'll tell you that much. K-State does have the better running backs, and they do run the ball way more in Colorado. K-State has an okay defense, but nothing too scary. I'd actually argue and say Nebraska has a better defense than K-State. I don't think Colorado and Shedeur Sanders should be worrying about that too much. They'll put up points. Here's what I'm looking forward to the most in this matchup. The Kansas State offense versus the Colorado defense. I'm telling you right now, if Colorado's defense goes out here and holds K-State to under 20 points, That will really impress me, and I will be applauding them all night long. In my reaction video, I will no lie clap for probably a minute straight if they hold K-State to under 20 points. Not because I think K-State is an impressive offensive team, like I already stated, but that'd be 2 back-to-back solid performances by that Colorado defense. And since we brought it up, I think that's the magic number. Actually, I would say the magic number is 24. If Colorado can hold K-State to under 24 points, they win this game. If K-State scores more than 24 points, they probably walk away with a win. When you got a guy like Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter on offense, you're not going to slow them down. It's a similar comparison with Steph Curry. You just try to contain them. Great players are going to make great plays, but don't just let them have wide open three-pointers because he's going to nail those. Similar to Steph Curry, Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter, they're going to get theirs, but just try to limit what they get. Just allow them to get 4 or 5 three-pointers. Don't let them go off for 10 or 11 and beat you by himself. Talent for talent, I know K-State's ranked number 18th in the nation, and much respect to them, but I think Colorado's got the better team. Colorado's got more dudes. K-State may be the better overall collected unit as far as chemistry, but Colorado, you know, man, I don't even need to say it. You can't coach talent. Unfortunately for K-State, you ain't got a Shedeur Sanders, my brother, and you most certainly do not got a Travis Hunter. The beauty of Deion Sanders and that coaching staff is they can go, 3rd and 8. Well, we have one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, one of the best wide receivers in the nation, Travis Hunter. So let's just drop a play for them to play catch like they used to do in the backyard. That's what they do. And good luck stopping it. That's all I'm going to say, because Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, they got a connection like nobody else. It is second to none. Previously, when I would preview these Colorado games, I'd always point to the rushing attack. I'd always say, okay, Colorado has got to establish a run or at least keep the defense honest. But they proved against UCF and in some other victories, they don't have to run the ball well to win these games. And you kind of got to admire Colorado for being themselves and not going with what everybody else does. They know what they're great at, and they do it. They don't care what anybody has to say about it. They're like, yep, we have a great quarterback and a not-so-good running game, so why would we even run the ball? We're just going to pass it. Granted, against UCF, don't get it twisted, they would still run the ball decently, but you know what I mean? It's just not balanced. You can tell when you watch them, Colorado wants to pass the ball way more than they want to run the ball, which is fine because it works for them. One thing that stands out to me is this Kansas State defense is not, and let me repeat this, they are not as good as they once were. Kansas State gave up 38 and 27 to Tulane and BYU. I think Colorado has a better offense than both of those teams, so if you couldn't slow them down, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. I think Colorado's hitting their strides, and this is a team that not too many others in the Big 12 want to face. I'm not really high on Kansas State, guys. I'm not. I don't trust their defense, number one. And number two, I don't trust their offense. Avery Johnson scares me. Against BYU, he went 15 for 28. That's slightly above 50%. 130, 0 touchdowns, 2 INTs. As you can see right here, Kansas State is a 3.5-point favorite. So even if you did go with Colorado, I couldn't even label that as a big-time upset. I really like Colorado in this game. I've sort of been sleeping on them all year long, and you know what? I'm sick and tired of sleeping on them. I call them the traveling circus for a reason. It's one of the greatest reality TV shows out there. But good gosh almighty, they're playing some really, and I mean really good football. It's must-see TV. With all the great games on Saturday, you want to know one of the games I'm looking forward to the most? Kansas State and Colorado. And it's just because of Travis Hunter, Coach Prime, and Shedeur Sanders. That's it. This isn't even close for me. I like Colorado in this game easily. Give me the Buffaloes pulling up the upset. I got Colorado and Coach Prime Time coming out of here with the dubski. I got Colorado and the Buffaloes winning 34 to K-State's 24. So not only do I got them upsetting, technically, K-State, I got to win by 10 points. I'm excited for this game. Really excited. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But,